Today I've decided to try another look using the new Natasha Denona palette. But before I begin, I'm just wiping off some of the excess foundation that I had on. It was basically just a tinted SPF, and I'm just taking that off with these little cleaner rounds and using my micellar water. So bear with me, I'm just going to get rid of that so we start with a nice clean skin. Going in with the Hydra-Luxe water cream, this is the moisturizer from Youngblood, and I'm just pressing that into my skin and just giving myself that nice dewy glow. This is the eye cream from Youngblood. Once again, just pressing this in underneath my eyes and really helping to wake them up. I always put the residual over my lips. This is the Mineral Primer by Youngblood. It is a gorgeous primer. I love it. It's got a really nice, silky smooth feel, and it helps to just minimize those pores, even out the fine lines, and just create a great base to start with the foundation. Today I've decided to use the Youngblood Loose Mineral Foundation in Honey. Now I've recently done a rematch for my skin type, and this is the color that we've come up with. Normally I use warm beige, but we have decided that honey is the best match, and I have to say, I've got to agree. It is gorgeous. It simply goes on so nice, so beautiful. It's a real buildable product, so if I want more coverage, I just grab a little bit more powder and just continue to just keep buffing it in and working it into the skin. I'm adding a little bit more over my cheeks just to make sure that I get rid of some of that redness, and just really buffing it in all over my skin and down my neck, and a little bit. If my décolletage was showing, I would do that as well. So this is quite a large kabuki brush, which is kind of one of the better brushes to use when applying a loose mineral foundation. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush to just do a little bit more details underneath the eyes, sort of around the nose, anywhere where I need to sort of do a little bit more finer product. And it works so well. I'm also running that over the eyes, and as you can see, it works like a great concealer as well. So I know I used to shy away quite a lot from powder products becoming more mature. I always find it sets in my fine lines and wrinkles. However, when your natural oils come to the fore with this product, it just looks beautiful, seamless, and you do still achieve that sort of glow. I'm using the On Point Defining Brown Pencil. This is in soft brown. I normally use the blonde, but I've reached for the soft brown because I'm doing a darker look on my eyes. So this will look probably better once I have the eye makeup in place. Now, I'm just going through, adding the color, and then I'm going to use a spoolie wand and just brush that through my brows just to make sure they look really, really natural. Now, the first shade that I'm going to go in with is called, now I'll just get the name, it is called Statement. So we are going to create a statement eye, and it is a gorgeous, I don't know what I'd like to call it, it's like a purpley, brown, almost mushroom shade. It's just beautiful, and as you can see, you can place it on with your finger, but of course I can't help myself but go in with the brush and really just give that a bit more detail. I'm placing it all over the mobile lid, right up into that crease area. And as you can see, I'm just running it over the eye. It's nice and creamy. This is from the Hyper Natural Face Palette by Natasha Denona. So these are just such gorgeous shades, so creamy for something that is like a metallic. This color that I'm popping just in the inner corner is called Everyday. Now in this palette, there are also some bronze and contour shades. Now I'm using the darker shade. I've not used any of these colors apart from the other day that I did another video, so I don't know how it's going to look until I place it on my skin. So instantly I've thought it is a little bit warm, but we're going to run with it, trust the process. I may actually use the lighter shade out of those three and just go over the top and maybe dull that down ever so slightly. I'm running that dark Statement shade just underneath my lash line there with a more detailed brush. This is that lighter shade, and I'm going to just sweep that under the eye just to sort of buff that out and create a little bit of fullness. And now I'm going over to that brow bone and just buffing that out as well. Just trying to take off a little bit of that warmth, like I do like the coolness of that Statement shade, and I felt that that other color was a bit too warm. Now I'm using the Youngblood eye pencil. This is in Chestnut. It's such a beautiful creamy chocolate, and I'm creating a very small wing here. So as you can see, I just placed it on the outer corner with my eye open and then used my finger to just pull that wing out. I'm also putting it in the tight line, so that's the top waterline, just to create a bit of depth on the eye, and I'm running it along the bottom lash line as well. So here we go, doing the other eye. And as you can see, I have my eye open as I create a little bit of a wing. Then I use my finger to just pull that out and then run it back and forth to create a very, very subtle wing. This helps to elongate the eye, and I'm bringing it right into that inner corner as well. So we are creating a bit more of a statement eye look tonight. So here we go. I'm placing the Prime Promedics lash mascara. This is in black. I'm just sweeping that through the lashes. This is great. It adds volume and length and really helps to separate those lashes, and it's smudge proof as well. Using a little bit more of that loose mineral powder, and I'm just cleaning up under the eyes, just making sure there's been no fallout from the eyeshadows. Such a great product. I can't believe that it just looks so seamless and doesn't even sit in my fine lines. I'm using the Duo pen from Youngblood Mineral Cosmetics, and I just wanted to highlight the inner waterline there. Now I'm using some of that mineral powder, and I'm just concealing a little bit of my lip on the outer corner. I find by doing this, it helps to sort of create a fuller lip. As we get older, our lips tend to, I don't know, mine do. If you line the entire lip all the way down to that outer corner, it kind of looks like I'm a little bit grumpy or frowning. So by doing this, it sort of creates a more upturned look. My lips are a little bit fuller, and I don't look so grumpy. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I do feel I went with more of a peachy shade today. I think a purpley shade or a pinky shade would have also looked good with this look. I'm using the same lip and cheek tint on my cheeks as well, and just sweeping it through with a blush brush. This color by St Renais is called Bari. Couldn't help myself but go in with a little bit more of that statement color and just press it in over the mobile lid just to get a little bit more drama out of the eyes. This is the contour shade. I've just swept through all 3 shades in the palette, and I'm contouring my face. It is beautiful. I love, love, love. It's the second time I've used it, and it contours beautifully. It's just really seamless. You can darken it if you wish. I do love this shade. Now I'm just going to contour down my nose as well, and a little bit on the other side, just using a more detailed brush for this. Just makes it a bit easier. Now, this is the translucent loose powder by Youngblood. Now, when you first see this, it really looks like I'm just ghosting off my face. I look a little bit clown-like, but it's almost like baking, because what we're going to do is just sweep it off with a beautiful big fluffy brush. I'll go in with a small detailed brush as well. And as you can see, this is for high definition. So as you can see on camera, this is just beautiful. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. This is the final look.